Seguimos en Volumen 2 y ahora llegó el momento de la entrevista. Ahora sí, no es truco, estamos completamente aquí en la Ciudad de México. Nos encontramos con nada más y nada menos que el CEO de DreamWorks, Jeffrey Katzenberg, y con el excelente comediante, actor, conductor, Chris Rock. First of all, both of you, welcome to Mexico.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. This is your first visit, Jeffrey, Chris, to Mexico City?
My first visit.
My 25th, 30th, many times.
It was how you imagine it, the city?
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible.
It's bigger, it's...
Big and beautiful.
The Mexicans, how do you think, what do you think about the Mexican women?
Very, very beautiful, very lovely.
Now, where the idea of Madagascar was born?
Just the beginning of the idea started, I grew up across from the New York City Central Park Zoo when I was a kid, and I went to visit the zoo many times over the years in this, and I sort of had this idea of what would happen if these perfectly looked after, sort of civilized New York City zoo animals found themselves in the wild. And then our writer-directors really took that and made a great story out of it.
Why Chris Rock to give the voice to Marty?
Because he's really funny.
Dave Chappelle didn't show up.
No. For us making these movies, having great comedians who can do extemporaneous, who are, have a really creative imagination and bring that to the characters is invaluable. They make these movies really unique.
Now, Chris, this is not your first time when you give a voice to a character. You have, in the past, experience in this. How was the experience of Madagascar?
Madagascar is so good, it's like I never did a voice before. It's like those other voices don't count. It was great. I mean, Jeffrey really knows what he wants to do. They really work on the script and they really work on the character, so it's not like, all right, Chris, make a movie for us. I mean,
What are the similarities between Marty the zebra and Chris Rock?
I'm black and white. If I were to take off my clothes right now, I'm very spotted. That, and I grew up in Brooklyn, in a Bed-Stuy kind of ghetto, whatever, and I always wanted to get out. I always dreamed of leaving. I didn't want to come back. I'm not, but I always had that dream of what's really out there.
Do you have, when you record the voice, do you have any props or things that help you to act the lines?
Not me,
They just bring artwork and,
Yeah,
so visually we show them, storyboards and things so that, Chris can see how a scene works itself out in drawings and stuff before we animate it. So we try and at least help, give them some visual aids.
Which line of all the script was the one that cost you a little bit of more work?
Oh boy, the work is on the the real soft scenes where I'm really talking to Alex and the dramatic scenes of that's the work.
Trying to imagine being with Alex at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
trying to imagine being with him and just trying to be a dramatic zebra.
A dramatic zebra, that's a good thing. Now, what happened in your mind when you first saw the first images of Madagascar?
I thought, we got a hit here. I did the right thing.
Now, in technology speaking, what is the advances from the first movie, from DreamWorks to Madagascar?
It's things are changing so fast all the time now. Things in this movie are, whether it's the waves in the water, when Chris comes in on, the dolphins and is surfing the wave coming in there, the beach, the sand, the world itself. There is, when you see the jungle, there are 15,000 different elements in the picture at one time, and they're all moving, organically. We couldn't do that 2 years ago.
I have to ask you this, Chris. What was your experience talking about your career hosting the Oscars?
It was, probably the biggest honor I've ever had or ever will have.
Well, next to Madagascar.
Next to Madagascar, of course. You know, right next to Madagascar. They're right neck and, you know, Madagascar is bigger than the island. But I had a ball. I love doing it. You know, hopefully I'll get to do it again someday.
You got nervous? You were thinking that millions of people were watching you?
Very nervous. Very, very nervous. Worked on it longer than anything I've probably ever worked on before. And, you know, it was an honor.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey Katzenberg, Chris Rock, for being here in Mexico. We hope to see you soon. Esto fue El Volumen del Cine, aquí en Volumen 2. En exclusiva, Jeffrey Katzenberg y el comediante, actor Chris Rock desde la Ciudad de México. Y pues bueno, nos atendieron muy bien, nos fuimos este fin de semana. Un poquito más adelante veremos lo que fue la pasarela, la alfombra roja más bien de todas las celebridades que asistieron a la premiere de esta gran película. Y también más adelante veremos la entrevista del actor, también actor, director, guionista, todo. Ben Stiller, que lo hemos visto como en películas, Loco por Mary, Dodgeball y muchas más en exclusiva aquí en Volumen.